Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Good day. Today I'm going to read another story, and it's an African story from the country of Uganda, which is sort of on the east part of Africa. That's going away from the United States across the Atlantic to the other side of Africa. And it's a small landlocked country, and so this story is Beatrice's goat, and it's actually a true story. And people in Uganda raise goats for milk and for meat, but goats do provide milk, and they're able to earn income from that. And so this is Beatrice's goat, and just on the inside here it says, more than anything, Beatrice longs to be a schoolgirl. She wasn't going to school. You folks are in school. Some of us take school for granted, folks, but not everybody is able to go to school. But in her small African village, only children who can afford uniforms and books can go to school. Wear uniforms, they have to buy their own books. Beatrice knows that with six children to care for, her family is much too poor. But then Beatrice receives a wonderful gift from some people far away, a goat, fat and sleek as a ripe mango. Musiga, which means luck, gives milk, that was the goat's name, and Musiga means luck, gives milk that Beatrice can sell. With Musiga's help, it looks as if Beatrice's dream may come true after all. So there, and this is just the foreword, if you will. And the afterword is actually by Hillary Clinton. But this is a true story, and it's there's a project called the Heifer Project, and it's still ongoing. This is a major project around the world, and they provide goats and cows and other animals to people. It's a charitable organization that donates livestock to poor communities around the world. Other families like Beatrice's will also have a chance to change their lives. Livestock, sometimes it's chicken, so people can do what? Sell eggs, right? The chicken lay eggs, and people can sell eggs to help their family. So this is Beatrice's goat, and I'll try to get through it as fast as I can. And it's a true story, and this stuff happens all the time. So there's the African countryside, some banana trees, and some other trees, and it could be banana or plantain. I don't know if you young people know what a plantain is, but they sell them at Meijer and Walmart and all those other places. It looks like a banana, but it's longer, it's bigger, and you don't want to eat it raw. You want to cook it, all right, before you eat it. A plantain. It's not plantain, it's plantain. And so banana trees look just like plantain trees. So I don't know if these are bananas or plantain trees, but there's a lady walking through the forest, well, through all this area with a baby on her back, and many women carry their babies. They strap them on their backs like this. So, and she's got on top of her head some bananas. If you were to visit the small African village of Kasenga in the rolling hills of western Uganda, and if you were to take a left at the crossroads and follow a narrow dirt path between the two banana groves, I guess it is banana, you would come to the home of a girl named Beatrice. Beatrice lives here with her mother and 5 younger brothers and sisters in a sturdy mud house with a fine steel roof. The house is new. So is the shiny blue wooden furniture inside. In fact, many things are new to Beatrice and her family lately. There's the house. The children playing. They have a baby in the house. And there's the mother with the bananas on top of her head. So she carries them that way. And normally they carry them that way and they sell them. And it's all because of a goat named Musiga. That's how they got that house. Beatrice loves everything about Musiga. The feel of her coarse brown and white coat, the way her chin hairs curl just so, and how Musiga gently teases her by buttoning her knobby horns against Beatrice's hand. Tap tap, like a drumbeat waiting for a song. But there is one reason why Beatrice loves Musiga most of all. That she is Beatrice, and there's the goat. And the goat's name is Musiga. They got some ducks too, and some chicken. And there's that baby again. In the time before Musiga, Beatrice spent her days helping her mama hoe and plant in the fields, tend the chickens, watch the younger children, and grind the cassava flour that they would take to market to sell. Cassava is like a potato, but it's harder and it's coarser, and it's used to make tapioca actually, but you don't find a lot of cassava in these parts here. So there she is, Beatrice, and she's got her little baby. Let's see, is that a baby brother? That's the baby brother on her back. She's carrying the baby, and she's watching the kids being taught at school. So the girls have these uniforms, boys have these uniforms, white for the boys, the girls have the yellow and blue. And there's the school. Once in a while, when she was tending baby Pascavia, that's the baby's name, Beatrice would stop by the schoolhouse. Often, the students had carried their long wooden benches outside to work under the cool shade of the jackfruit trees. Then Beatrice would stand quietly up to one side, pretending she was a student too. Oh, how she longed to be a schoolgirl. How she yearned to sit on one of the benches and figure sums on a small slate of chalkboard. How she wished to turn the pages of a worn copybook and study each word over and over until it stuck in her mind like a burr. I'll never be able to go to school, she would sigh. How could I ever save enough money to pay for books or a uniform? One day while Beatrice was busy pulling weeds, Mama came to her with dancing eyes. Beatrice, some kind-hearted people from far away have given us a lucky gift. We are one of 12 village families to receive a goat. Exciting stuff. Beatrice was puzzled. A goat? What kind of a gift was that? Was a goat? It couldn't get up each morning and start their charcoal fire for cooking. It couldn't hike down the stream each week and scrub their dirty clothes clean. It couldn't keep an eye on Grace, Moses, Harriet, Joash, and Pascavia. Her long fingers tugged patiently at the weeds. That's very nice, Mama, she said politely. Then Mama added, it will be your job to take care of our goat. If you do, it can bring wonderful things. Beatrice looked up to her mother. Will this goat come soon? She asked, because I would like to meet such a goat. Mama laughed. Good things take time. First, I must plant pastures and build our goat a shed. Beatrice nodded slowly. Surely Mama knew what she was doing. I'll help you, she declared. There's a couple of the kids. They have some chicken. There's Beatrice. There's the baby. So, planning. For the next few months, Beatrice worked harder than ever. She helped Mama collect the posts for the shed walls, then lashed the posts together with banana fibers. She planted narrow bands of stiff elephant grass along the edges of the cassava field. She put in pigeon trees and lab vines between the banana trees. All right. Finally, one day, Beatrice's goat arrived, fat and sleek as a ripe mango. Beatrice stood shyly with her brothers and sisters, then stepped forward and circled the goat once. She knelt close, inspecting its round belly, and ran her hand along the smooth back. Mama says you're a lucky gift. You're a lucky gift, she whispered. So that is what I'll call you, Musiga, luck. 2 weeks later, Musiga gave birth. It was Beatrice who discovered first one kid and then, to her surprise, another. Twins, she exclaimed, stooping down to examine them. See that, my Musiga? You have already brought us 2 wonderful things. Beatrice named the first kid Mulindwa, which means expected, and the second Kihembo, or surprise. Each day, Beatrice made sure Musiga got extra elephant grass and water to help her produce lots of milk, even though it meant another long trip down to the stream and back. They didn't have running water. All right. Let's see if we can get through this in the next few minutes. When the kids no longer needed it, Beatrice took her own first taste of Musiga's milk. Sweet, she said, mixing the rest into a cup of breakfast porridge. Beatrice knew Musiga's milk would keep them all much healthier. There they are. All right, now each morning after breakfast, Beatrice would help to the shed to sell whatever milk was left over. Open for business, she would say, in case anyone was listening. Often she would spy her friend Bunani coming through the banana groves. Good morning, Beatrice, Musiga expected in surprise. Bunani would always say, then he would hand Beatrice a tall pail that she would fill to the top with Musiga's milk. When Beatrice finished pouring, Bunani would hand her a shiny coin, and Beatrice would carefully tuck the money into a small wooden purse at her side. There's the goat, there's the purse. Day after day, week after week, Beatrice watched the purse get fuller. Soon there would be enough money for a new shirt for Moses and a warm blanket for the bed she shared with Grace. One day, Beatrice returned from collecting water and noticed Mama frowning and counting the money in her wooden purse. Beatrice put down the water can and rushed to her mother's side. Mama, what is it? She asked. What's wrong? She's counting the money. All right. And she looked at Mama's frown, turned to a small smile. I think, she said, you may just have saved enough to pay for school. School? Beatrice gasped in disbelief. But what about all the other things we need? First things first, Mama said. Beatrice threw her arms around her mother's neck. Oh, Mama, thank you. And she ran to where her goat stood, chewing the cud, and hugged her tight. Oh, Musiga, she whispered. Today I am the lucky one. You had given me the gift I wanted most. The very next week, Beatrice started school. On the first morning that she was to attend, she sat proudly waiting for milk customers in her new yellow blouse and blue jumper, Musiga by her side. Beatrice felt nervous and excited at the same time. Musiga pressed close, letting her coarse brush softly against Beatrice's cheek. Oh, Musiga, Beatrice cried. I miss you today. Then she thought again about all the good things Musiga was bringing. Mama said that soon Surprise will be sold for a lot of money. It will be enough to tear down this old house, she had explained. We will be able to put up a new one with a steel roof that won't leak during the rains. She's hugging the goat. Beatrice heard a rustle and noticed Bunani heading toward her with his empty pail. He eyed her new uniform and sighed. You're so lucky. I wish I could go to school. There's Bunani. There's Beatrice. Beatrice reached out and touched Bunani's arm. I've heard that your family is next in line to receive a goat. A smile crossed Bunani's face. Really? Really? Then Beatrice kissed Musiga on the soft part of her nose, close to where her chin hairs curled just so, and started off to school. There she goes. The end. So this little African girl in Uganda, and that's a true story. A lot of families are saved this way through the Heifer Project. And so the goat helps with milk. It had babies, and those babies can be sold to other families and produce more milk and just make the whole community and everybody's life better. And these kids can go to school, buy uniforms, buy books because of the Heifer Project. Thank you very much for listening this morning or today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's always fun to read to you. Thank you.